I'm Charlie from just around at the Kansas City Night Jam playing sax with Papa Joe Jones drumming. Playing that sound and then those sounds and too many sounds, all of them at once. I think everything's good till that cymbal sailing on waves of smoke cannonballs to the band deck. Too many of my sounds ruining their jam. Was it a hack? Asking myself, would I wear it or would I leave it? I unthought it all. Unthinking the sweat on my face and the sax I coiled my hands around. Unthinking it all in 1935. I took the sax out of my mouth and looked at the bloodstains on the bandstand. Playing it hard had cut my hands. The band crew laughed and started sniffing at my sap song as I bolted on my new hat to cover my face, going off stage like I was walking the plank to piranhas. My stupid sounds at the Joe Jones Jam sounded off key without the sound I kept hearing, touching what I could hear and just short of playing it. But I'd be all right, you can be sure of that. A bird was vibrating inside, waiting for years to come out. It's stuck in there, and I'm looking for that thing that I need, that thing music needs, sound. Thinking to myself, don't know why I'm feeling so sad, longing to try something I never had. Unthinking it all in the practice woodshed with my sax in 1935, looking for that thing I keep hearing but have never heard. And not long after, a few years later in 1939, I got the best Christmas. I got the best you could ask for. Verily played, verily blew, verily a downbeat, oh you. I stayed back at the Three Deuces on 52nd Street for an after-hour jam. I came alive. For the first time I heard something outside it all, high up there with everything and all. I flew. I heard things clear as a crystal waterfall, all the sounds in the world without stupidity. Heard them all, I heard them all, and then that sound. But you can't ask what it is. Sit and take a listen. The pianist plays, the singer sings. Plenty of time to hear it all in my head. My neck beats and the sax sways up, down, to the side. Inside then outside of music. Backed in piano chords and substitutes. That sound I liked hearing but had never heard. A shrill screech came out my sax as I swung, and its keys and pads were wet from hours of playing. Sound just floating, bebopping all over with pyrotechnic agility and triplet pickups in 4/4. I came alive. The sound was high over the rest. I flew with it in and out of time, setting the beat where I saw it. But then the singer's stepping from it, telling me, Charlie Parker, don't you be playing that shit behind me. I needed jazz clean and pretty. I played in the horn, and that best gift, that hummingbird sucking nectar, came out after so long. I heard that thing musicians were sniffing for, tipping my hat to Papa Jones and the crew. And then it all moved way out, my sound. Felt it start and flutter off the ship overseas. Felt that Liberty Island breeze and heard her say, take fire and fling the rags off those bird wings.